Welcome to Live at 5:55 with Joseph. I hope you're having an awesome Monday and your day just went smooth and just kind of wheeling into it. It's a little bit chilly here, so moving into long sleeve shirt weather, at least for today. I know that could change in a day, but I hope you're having an absolute awesome day today. And so the question I posed today is like, how honest are you, really? And there's a little twist to it because there's the honesty, like when you get too much money back at the cash register, right? And what you do with that. There's the honesty of taking things that aren't yours. And there's that whole side of honesty. And that's all, one level of it. I want to go deeper today with honesty. I want to look at how honest are you. How honest are you with yourself? How honest are you towards your vision and your dreams and your goals and the things you want to do, your bucket list item and the things you want to do in your life? How honest are you with the understanding that only you can hold yourself from achieving whatever it is you want, whatever it is you desire in your life? How honest are you in that? There's a quote by Wallace Wattles I absolutely love. He says, if you have not consciously made a decision to be rich, excellent, and healthy, then you have unconsciously made a decision to be poor, mediocre, and unhealthy. And so when I talk about honesty today, it's that kind of honesty that I'm referring to. So many people walk around through their life the victim of their situation, the victim of their circumstances, the victim of their conditions, and they feel trapped in that. And I understand that all too well. But I also understand the other side is you're not trapped there. You can free yourself from that prison or those chains whenever you desire to do so. But what happens is our thinking, our patterns, paradigms, conditioning that I keep talking about, but it's so important because they hold us back from achieving the life that you could be achieving. In just abundant health and well-being, financial wealth, in loving, nurturing, caring relationships, in doing work that you really love to do. And so looking at honesty right now is what's that area of your life where you feel like you're a prisoner. That's a good way to start it out. Where are you a victim or a prisoner, or where are the situation, circumstances, or conditions holding you back? And if you can look a step deeper into those and open up that avenue, you'll see that it's your choices. What you're thinking today is creating your tomorrow and your next week and your next month and your next year. Wherever you focus, wherever you place your attention is where you're placing your intention. So people I come across that are stuck in life, they're stuck because of that focus. They're stuck because of that. And the other things you can look at is, would you ever speak to another person the way you talk to yourself? Or would you ever let another person talk to you the way you talk to yourself? Our self-talk can be so damaging to ourselves, to our confidence, our self-esteem, our potential, really. Our capacity, what you're capable of, what I'm capable of. And that self-talk can really pull us away from that with limiting thoughts, limiting words, limiting statements. And it goes deeper than that too. But for a first step into it, that's a great segue into a deeper conversation, I guess, is when you look at what your self-talk is, what are you saying about yourself? And really getting honest. True honesty is you are capable of anything. It doesn't matter where you've been through, what's happened in your past. None of that matters with what is possible for you going forward. The only thing that will hold you to that is this right here, your thinking. And I really want to help you expand into opening up. And if your life is great and awesome, I'm so excited to hear that. That's my whole passion and goal, is to help millions of people, to inspire, motivate, and lead millions of people to living better lives. And if you're there, that's awesome. But we're never done with that. We're never done with that expansion. We're never done with that upper limit, as Gay Hendricks calls it. If for any reason whatsoever you're living, poor, you're living mediocre, you're living unhealthy, you can choose something different. Get to that gut level honesty of where you're buying into your situations, circumstances, and conditions. Hello, Gabriella. Hello, Chark. How are you doing? So glad you guys are joining me today. When you look at your situations, circumstances, and conditions, they will tell you what your thinking is. And if you just focus on that, and so often we have to sidestep things where we feel like we're a victim or where we're trapped by situations and circumstances, and we have to look at what am I doing that's allowing me to be stuck here. And I'll tell you, if you run into that and you're not able to find it, I help hundreds of people a year to help them step beyond, shift that, and move forward in their life without that situation, circumstance, or condition holding them back anymore. And the other thing I know is this has to change before anything in the surrounding can change. So again, how honest are you? How honest are you when you look at the life that you so badly desire versus the life that you're living right now, and what the reason for that is? Because if you're not looking at your self-talk, if you're not looking at the thoughts that you entertain, there's a whole nother level you can get to that will start shifting those things quicker than you may believe possible for you. So for today, I'd like you to put just leave me a comment. You know, if you grade honesty on a 3 level, that first level is you really don't give a darn at all. What you want, you take. The second level is you have that honesty where, like at the cash register when you get extra money back, or when you find something that's not yours, or all of that stuff, that level of honesty. And then there's a third. The third area is how often do you look at your situations, circumstances, and conditions happening in your life and drive that back to what you're doing to create that. That's that third level. That's that level where genius comes about. That genius mindset starts kicking in. And you can start the whole thing just by becoming aware of it. So for this afternoon or for this evening, just look at that one area, leave a comment 1, 2, or 3. And then what's one area that you can look at in your life that's not the way you want it to be right now? And how could you be the person driving that? Because I'll tell you, if you don't have control over life, if we don't have control over our life, we're screwed. But we do. Our entire life we have control over. And as you start leaning into it more and opening that up, you'll see it more and more, and you'll see it quicker, and that shift can happen even sooner for you. So just look at that in your life today. The other thing is we're going to be starting this week with a live question and answer and on-spot coaching in the Ignited Success Facebook group. And I'm so excited for everybody that's joined up now. If you haven't registered, I put a link in there. All you got to do is click on it, select join, and you're in. There's no cost to it or anything else. And when we go into live sessions and some other surprises that we'll be coming out with here soon, to really, the whole thing, if you look at the posts that are being put in there, if you look at the communication back and forth and how everybody's rallying through there and stuff, it's so exciting. So if you haven't done so, click on that link and just select join, and you're in. And I'll look forward to seeing you in there this week. And if you have any questions or comments, or you can leave a comment here, you can send me an instant message, and we'll go from there. So have an awesome day, and just know that your whole process in your life, those areas that you want most, that you most desire to improve, are just one decision away for you. God bless.